Hey friends, today I am out here in Gilbert, Arizona at one of the rare new construction communities in Gilbert. Today we are at Seaboard at Cooley Station. This is a Fulton Homes community that has a lot of amenities. We're going to take a look at those. We will look at the model homes, talk about the location and why it's so great. So let's jump right in and get started. Before we step into the model homes, we have to put up a map so I can show you where this community is located, because location is really one of the best things about this community. You're going to be in the town of Gilbert, and really there's not a lot of new construction going on in Gilbert or Chandler, and those are two of the most popular places people want to move to because the school districts are so great, relatively good location, very family-friendly neighborhoods. So it's kind of a rare opportunity to get into a new construction here in Gilbert. Plus, you're pretty close to that freeway. Shopping-wise, you are less than 10 minutes to Santan Village. This is kind of the most major shopping area on this side of the valley. You're going to find all of your department stores, nice restaurants, casual restaurants, fast food. There's going to be entertainment there like Harkins Theaters, a Top Golf is nearby. And if you are a COSTCO shopper, it's going to be just a couple extra minutes away from Santan Village. So lots right there in that area. In addition, this community has Cooley Station in the name. Well, Cooley Station is also a shopping area. They have some really fun restaurants and dessert places. They also have some events there and some quaint little shops that you can use. Really great shopping close by to this neighborhood. In addition, parks. One of the newer parks in the area is called Gilbert Regional, and this is a huge park. It has great playgrounds. It has, I think, 24 pickleball courts. If you are a pickleball player, so am I. I can point you in the right direction. I know all about it here in the East Valley especially. And they are going to be building a massive, massive water park there with the twisty slides, you know, zero entry, a wave pool, all of it. So Gilbert Regional Park is going to be another place that, especially if you have kids, you're going to want to go and check out. This floor plan right behind me is the Textalur with the optional loft. So this one is really like seeing two floor plans in one, because you can get it with or without that loft. Now, the way that we're going to see it with the loft, it is 2,540 square feet with a base price of $708,000. So with the loft, you're going to be getting 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a great room, that loft room, so lots of space up there. Otherwise, if you're getting it without the loft, you are going to be getting 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1,735 square feet with a base price of $625,000. From the outside, it just looks like a single level home, but this does have the loft. Right over here, that's going to be your garage. Right now it's a sales office. And when you go up in that loft, the ceiling line peaks, so it's really a cute loft. All right, so when you enter the home, you have this attractive hallway, not just a straight wall. They have, you know, these arches, and looks very pretty. And right away on your right, you're going to have a full bathroom and 2 bedrooms. One bedroom has the walk-in closet, that is this one. And also in the corner here, you know, it kind of, it's not square. It has this little angle to it, looking out to the porch, and, you know, that's just kind of a little different touch, adds some character. Here is your bathroom. I wish it had double sinks, but the counter space is all right. And then here we have that other bedroom in the front. Plantation shutters are a nice upgrade, but that will not be coming standard with your home. Can always give you a referral if you need somebody to put those in for you. These 2 doors are currently locked. They go to the sales office. One would be where you come in from the garage. The other would be a coat closet, and then this one right here is going to be your pantry. Nice open space over here. You have your gas range, quite a bit of cabinet space, and in this one, they actually have 2 sinks in the island, plus the island has this nice curve to it. I kind of like that. You can see they have those huge slider doors over there that are so popular now. And over here, this is where you're going to go to the loft. Before we get up there in the loft, let's take a look at the primary bedroom. It is tucked away over here. And the closet is not against the bathroom, which is pretty unusual. And it's not the biggest closet in the world either. Not everyone needs a big closet. Honestly, that's probably about as big as my closet is at home. But now that I'm touring so many new construction homes, I'm just used to seeing the bigger ones. Okay, this one has the shower and tub, but you also can just get a large shower if that is your preference. And in the next model home, we're gonna see one of those. And over here, you have a linen closet. Okay, here is just another perspective of this living space. Can you picture your family hanging out here, getting dinner ready, doing homework, watching TV together? Okay, we're gonna head up to the loft that I'm so fond of here in just a second. But first, you also have a powder room right here. And this is a very large storage closet that goes under the stairs. So imagine all of the boxes you can fit back here, holiday decorations, all sorts of things. When we come out here, you're also going to see that the laundry room is back here as well. Okay, let's head on up to the loft. As we do, I need to remind you that when you visit model homes, you want to bring your realtor with you for that first visit. Hopefully that's me, because they're going to want to register you and they want you there. Otherwise, you're not going to be allowed to be represented by a realtor, and it costs you nothing. We get paid by the builder or the seller. Look at all the space up here. You have room for a little workout area, and still plenty of room for a sitting area. Notice the ceilings, isn't that cute? Adds a little bit of character. And then some lucky kid's gonna get this bedroom upstairs. Nice and private, again, the ceiling. Closet space. And they're going to have their own full bathroom with, of course, another linen closet. Now, the HOA here is going to be $180 a month, which is a little bit higher than normal, but you are getting a ton of amenities with that HOA fee. Stick around, I'm going to be showing you all of the amenities here in just a minute. This single level floor plan behind me is their Capital floor plan. This one is 1815 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms with a base price of $610,000. You'll notice that they have these pavers here in the driveways and for the walkways. That is what you're going to see all throughout the community because it is included in the price of your home. Now, if you like or don't like an exterior, don't let that sway you from liking the floor plan because you get to choose the exterior. It's called an elevation. Some will have larger porches than others, different colors, different finishes like the brick or stone. So if you like the floor plan, the next step would be picking your elevation. They will come with different price points, those elevations. It's not a huge difference between the elevations as far as the pricing goes. So here in this floor plan, when you walk in, you have your den right in front, and you don't have a huge hallway coming in, so you're not using a lot of space there. They do give you a coat closet before you get to the kitchen. And again, open concept living. This kitchen kind of wraps around, so you have, your ovens and a little space over here, your gas range, your corner pantry, and again, the island that kind of has this curved edge over here. Practical, and I think it's really attractive too. This one does have a fireplace that does not come with the floor plan. It's not a standard feature. That's something that you would pay extra for. So your secondary bedrooms are going to be down here. This is where you're going to come in from the garage. You're going to walk through your laundry room. Once you do that, you will come to this closet, which you would think, oh, that's going to be a coat closet. Nope, it's a linen closet. And it's fairly deep because there's a full bathroom right around the corner here. And then you have your 2 bedrooms. And this one has a nice size walk-in closet. The other one does not have a walk-in closet. It just has the standard size closet. So, your kids are going to have to decide which one is going to get the bigger closet, I guess. Maybe they can flip a coin. They can play rock, paper, scissors for it. And then on this side is where you're going to find your primary bedroom. Again, they put the linen closet outside of the door of the bedroom. Not a bad idea. And this is the one that has the bigger shower. Very popular. A lot of people they'll never use their bathtub, but they really like having the larger shower. And you just did a really good job in here. You have your bench down here. You have your double sinks. And your toilet is behind this door. It's kind of at an angle. And let's check out the size of this closet. Pretty standard. They do a good job, at least with the shelves in here. We can take a quick peek outside just to get some ideas. When you buy your home, you'll be getting a dirt lot, so you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do with that. They made theirs real simple in this one. Put down some tile, a barbecue grill, and look at this built-in table. That's creative. A ledge going all the way along the back wall, which really kind of makes for extra seating. And then some artificial turf. As I turn around, you can see a decent amount of shade over here under the patio. So one of the nice things about this community is the variety that you have with the homes. You can see this one right here, painted yellow. The one right next door is a shade of green. So it's not as cookie cutter as you might expect after seeing some of the other master plan communities. You have some brick, you have some stone, different finishes on the outside of the homes. Here again, another yellow house right next to a greenhouse. Beautiful homes, pretty neighborhood, lots of families living here. In this community, you're going to find 2 massive swimming pools. Right behind me is the entrance to one of them. Let's just take a quick peek. You have these beautiful palm trees, blue skies, and a wonderful facility to enjoy on hot days with your family and friends. They have 5 different basketball courts throughout the neighborhood, plus 7 playgrounds. Here is just one of the basketball courts right next to a huge grassy area where the kids can also play out there. And then if you walk this way, one of several shaded picnic areas. They have some barbecues out here if you want to grill up some burgers or hot dogs. And then here's just one of the several playgrounds that they have. What's nice is that they have this enormous shade sail over the whole thing, which is really important when you live in Arizona. Right now I am just driving by another one of those playgrounds that they have throughout the community. You can see right here they have the basketball court and the playground. And then they have another one of those big covered ramadas with picnic tables and barbecue grills. And this is the Cavalcade floor plan. This one is 1869 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, plus you have a study. Base price on this one, $620,000. When we go inside this home, I will have to admit, it felt a little bit dark, but it's because of the paint that they put on the walls. A little bit of a darker color than normal. Usually there's a light beige or even a white on the wall, but they went with a grayer color, even the baseboards. It's kind of interesting to walk through model homes and just kind of see what they do design-wise. There is one flooring that they put in this model home that I really like. I'm curious what you're going to think about it. So they have the 2 bedrooms and this bathroom here in the middle. This bedroom is pretty cute. You like that arch over the window? Adds a little something. But yeah, these dark doors, dark baseboards. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Grays are kind of going out now, and they still put a lot of gray in this model home. So if this is not your style, just imagine it brighter. Imagine it white. This is where you're going to come in from the garage. Now this is cute. I like this. You have this circle right here on the floor. This is the flooring I like. They also put it in the master bathroom and the master shower in a way that I haven't seen before. I'm kind of excited to show you that. Now on this side you have a den. Couple of windows, so some light coming in that room. And then your open concept living. Again, they have the 2 sinks here in this one and the curved island right here. You have your gas range. Let's open up this pantry so you can see inside here. A nice corner pantry. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. And these are GE appliances that they put in their homes. I'm a fan of GE. I actually just had to have my refrigerator repaired, so I was asking the repair guy what brands he likes. He said overall, if you're going to get a whole set of appliances, and rather than picking individually, he likes GE as well. Okay, linear fireplace over here. That's going to cost you extra, but it sure is attractive, isn't it? When you come down here, you're going to have a powder room. Now, this wall is interesting, isn't it? It's curved like this because on the other side is that circle that I showed you before. Well, it extended into the powder room. Here is your laundry room. You have a closet over here for coats or cleaning things like your vacuum cleaner. And then let's head into the primary bedroom. Before you get to the bedroom, you have the bathroom, which is nice. And I like that they put this flooring in here. See, I'm a fan of this. I'm not a fan of it with the darker colors. I think it would look a lot better with the white. But you can do that when you build your house. You have your double sinks. Instead of a tub, they put in a large shower. And again, this flooring extends into the shower and then over here to the toilet as well. Now, of course, if you buy a home here, it's not going to come with this standard. You're going to have to ask for it. But this is a nice shower. It kind of has a spa feel to it. And then let's go over here and check out the size of the bedroom. It's a good size. You're not wasting a lot of square footage in here, but it does not feel tight by any means. And then they put the closet over here rather than having it right off of the bathroom. That's a good size closet. I'm happy with that. And you also have the option of a door going out to the patio. We can take a quick look outside, get some more ideas. Now, this home actually backs to a neighborhood road. And so what they did, and what a lot of people do if they back to a road, is they put in a water feature that has this nice bubbly sound. I don't necessarily advise my clients to buy a home that backs to a busy road, but a neighborhood road is a different story. Personally, my house backs to a neighborhood road that is rarely used, and I absolutely love it because then I don't have a neighbor right against my back wall. Now, these homes right here are also part of the neighborhood, but they are a different collection of homes. So if you like this neighborhood, but maybe you want something a little bit lower maintenance or less expensive, these homes do not have typical backyards. You're gonna find small patios, and then look right here, you're gonna be sharing this large, wide driveway, so you pull into your garage from the back, and you have sometimes a fairly large side patio or back patio. So another option if you want to live in Cooley Station. And this is their largest floor plan. Now, it is a 2-story, but there is a bedroom and full bathroom on the first level. So if you're concerned about having guests that you don't want to have using the stairs, you still have that option. So this one is 2,926 square feet with a base price of $740,000. You have 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, a great room, that loft space, and open study. So lots of little extra rooms. I think you're gonna like this. Okay, so as we're looking at this one, I'm gonna share with you some of the advantages of having a 2-story house. First of all, what do you think about this? It has almost a woodsy feel to it with the colors that they chose and these stones. Something a little different than what I get at a lot of the master plan communities. Fulton Homes just has a different feel to it. All right, so coming in, here's the first advantage, is just the charm. You walk inside and you see these super tall soaring ceilings and the stairway. You can imagine decorating that for the holidays. There's even this little space in here. What are you gonna do with this space? If you celebrate Christmas, you could do a pencil Christmas tree in there, all sorts of things. Now you do have a den on the first level that opens up to the front of the house. So it looks out to the front porch. So that's fun. I can imagine decorating the front porch for Halloween, getting trick-or-treaters if you're someone that likes to do that sort of thing. See, that's what I think about when I'm looking at new homes, is how am I gonna decorate it for the holidays? Here's another advantage of having a home with 2 stories, is that you get this extra storage space inside. So speaking of decorating for the holidays, if you like to do that like I do, then you get this extra space. where you can tuck all of your boxes away, and this goes pretty deep back there. So quite a bit of extra storage space. If you're moving from another state where you get a basement, well, those are hard to find here. So having that extra storage space can be nice. Now here's where you're going to come in from your garage. And then here is your living space. Nice and open. Beautiful kitchen, lots of storage in here. You even get this over here. Great for cooking. And then instead of a corner pantry, you get an enlarged pantry. So lots of room in here if you have a bunch of appliances you need to store, or a big family, you just keep a lot of food on hand. You'll have lots of space in there. Okay, another advantage. Here's the TV wall. Guess what is on the other side of a TV wall in most homes? A bedroom. That can get kind of noisy. So another advantage is you can be down here watching TV and not be waking anybody up. You have this closet back here. This is just a little linen closet. Here's the full bathroom that your guests can use, and a shower that is easy to step into. And then here you have your guest bedroom on the first floor. So your guests are really going to have their own space down here, away from where the rest of the family sleeps. Okay, it's time to head upstairs so you can see what's up there. As we do, you're probably thinking to yourself, yep, this is a disadvantage, going up and down the stairs all the time. Don't think like that. See, I think about it as an advantage. You are getting exercise. And don't laugh either, because that's true. Daily exercise is good for you. And you know, it's something that you're going to be doing every day without even thinking about it. Another advantage, you get a whole other living room. Someone can be watching a movie upstairs. The rest of the fam can be downstairs watching something else. Or your kids can come up here and hang out with their friends. All right, you do have a hallway to get back to the bedrooms, which is also nice because it's a little bit quieter back here. A generous size master bedroom. And they put a shower and a tub in here, but I don't think that's necessarily the case in all of the homes of this floor plan. Pretty sure you can choose just to get a bigger shower. And a good sized closet. When we're coming out of the primary bedroom, you're going to have your laundry room right here. Very convenient, and then it also separates you from the kids' bedrooms, which are down here. Now first, let's take a look at this bathroom. You have the double sinks, and then back here, you have an extra door. So someone can be using the toilet or taking a shower or a bath while the other person is getting ready. This bedroom right here has its own walk-in closet, larger than I would expect for a secondary bedroom. So that is a nice surprise. This one over here also has a walk-in closet, but it's a little bit smaller. And then I just thought this was kind of interesting, this piece of furniture next to the bed. Kind of a desk shelf combo. Always getting good ideas in the model homes. And then over here, you have yet another linen closet, and it is pretty deep. If you are moving here with kiddos that are grade school age, you are right across the street from Legacy Traditional Academy. And in general, Gilbert School District is highly rated. Here in Arizona, we also have a good selection of charter schools. These are actually public schools, so they are tuition free, but they're usually higher achieving. They have a little bit different standards. So some of the popular ones here are Basis, Great Hearts Academy, and we're getting more and more American Leadership Academy schools, and I've heard great things about those. Of course, we also have private schools and your public schools to choose from. So lots of choice here in Arizona in terms of schools. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and reach out. It's one of my favorite topics to talk about because I know it's so important if you're moving here with kids. If you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, it is really never too early to start planning ahead. It doesn't matter if you are years, months, or weeks away. Here's my information. Make sure you reach out. It is the only way that we can connect so I can help you get prepared and find a home right here in sunny Arizona. I hope to hear from you soon.